This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Woo! Okay. Yeah.
That was Lydia, ladies and gentlemen,
I give it
on the
a
first
10.
countdown.
I give it a 10. It was authoritative, and it still made me feel like I had a job to do at the same time. It's a 10. You get a 10.
There you go. Congratulations on your first countdown. It's Friday, obviously, in here, July 23rd. I'm Jeff Harold, my friends, Stephanie and Brandon. And it always feels good to get some people back in studio, right? Brings up the energy a little bit. It's Friday.
It's feeling more like DBL, you know? Like more and more people are coming in. It's great, isn't it?
I like it. And we got new chairs because I broke mine yesterday.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
that was, yeah, that was bad. I thought he was going to fall flat on his face. I'm not going to lie.
Ironically, we were doing that story about the billboard that said fat and lazy. And right when I said fat and lazy, my chair broke.
It was like,
I mean, it was like,
it was karma that he never even put out.
I know.
I know, it was bad.
What are you going to do? It's Friday. It's a new day. Let's get going.
Okay.
Morgan Wallen is speaking out about being caught on camera using a racial slur. We remember that, right? The country star sat down with GMA's Michael Strahan to talk about that night in February where he was filmed calling one of his friends the N-word. Let's look.
In our minds, it's playful. You know, I don't know if that sounds ignorant, but that's really where it came from. We were all clearly drunk, and I was asking his girlfriend to take care of him because he was drunk and he was leaving. I didn't mean it in any derogatory manner at all.
There are a lot of people going to say, okay, we've been drunk. We never used the word. Even when you're drunk, there are certain things you do and you don't do. What made you think that the word was ever appropriate to use?
I'm not sure. I think I was just ignorant about it. I don't think I sat down and was like, hey, is this right or is this wrong?
So Michael Strahan pushed back and asked him if he understands the history behind that word. Let's have a look.
I've been called it. Makes you mad, makes you angry, doesn't make you feel good at all. So do you understand why it makes black people so upset?
I don't know how to put myself in their shoes because I'm not, you know. But I do understand it, especially when I say that I'm using it playfully or whatever, ignorantly. I understand that must sound, you know, like he doesn't understand.
So after the incident, Morgan was dropped by his label and his talent agency, but sales of his album and songs spiked. Morgan said he would be donating the proceeds from the spike in his sales, roughly $500,000, to black organizations. Morgan also said he's been working with the Black Music Action Coalition and spent 30 days in rehab, but here's the thing. So far, he's the best-selling artist of 2021, according to Rolling Stone magazine. So, Brandon, watching that, you know Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
How did you take all this?
Well, I love how you push back on it, you know,
Yes.
because when we talk about that word, I'm trying to reclaim that word in the sense of I'm trying to have it not affect me. Because I grew up in Virginia. I've seen Confederate flags all over the neighborhood. The only black family in neighborhoods. That word, but at the same time, it's like, yes, he apologized. It's cool. But was he really canceled? Is he going to really be canceled? Because with that word, just think about it. Everyone who's upset with him, just think when Biggie Smalls and Notorious B.I.G. song Juicy comes on, and you hear that part. If you don't know, now you know. Look around. There's more white people saying the word than black people. I'm not saying it's absolutely not right. And when I'm sitting there, do I get upset when I hear that? Absolutely not. Because, you know, because I can't just sit there and have this anger. I've had this anger since I was a little kid, you know? So I thank him for the apology, but at the same time, his record sales, like he said, his record sales spiked. So people don't care that he's apologizing or don't think that he needs to apologize.
Do you
they don't
believe
think
his apology?
Yeah, I believe his apology. Absolutely, because if not, then you could see Strahan's face right there, because it was like, you know, I was saying it playfully and all. It was like, whoa, but that's disrespect in a way. That's even worse.
Yeah.
It's even worse because you just think nothing about it. You think there's nothing, no bad connotation behind that word. So I think Strahan did a good job. I think he is pretty remorseful in that sense, and I guess it's just time. It's just time to move on.
Do you think this is a good educational moment for people who have that in their vocabulary that don't think it's hurting anybody, but obviously when it comes to this level and you get to see how it is hurting people? And you think this is a lesson for anybody like that?
For those who want to be educated. Yeah, because there are still people who will sit there and they will sing that part or say that word because it's in every rap song, you know, and they will sit there, sing that word and still be like, no, I'm not racist. I'm just saying it because it's in the song. I'm just singing the words to the song. So for those who want to be educated, when you hear it in a song at a bar, they're going to manually bleep that part out and continue to sing that song. But there are still some people out there who just don't care.
Do you think there's a road back for him? He did donate all that money in the spike in sales.
I mean, I understand that he's, I think he is trying to be really remorseful. I genuinely do think that because he's been in rehab and he's donating the sales. But I mean, money is, I think it's very easy when you're as rich as that and as successful as that to donate money. Does that make sense?
I think he's just recently coming up. I don't know how much wealth he has, to be honest with you, but I know he's a new artist.
I just feel like that's it's an easy way, isn't it? Just to say, like, I'm forgiven now, I've thrown money at it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I think it's a really great thing to do, but it still makes me think, like, it doesn't fix anything, and it doesn't really teach. I don't know if it teaches anyone, like when you said, oh, younger people or anyone, are they going to take this as a lesson? Well, if anything, he looks like he's done even better from it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, is it his job? Because he can sit there and educate. He can be as contrite as he wants with his apology. But at the same time, there are still people who look at it like, oh, you're just doing it just because you want to get your sales or you want to be uncanceled.
Right.
How are you supposed to break a mentality in that sense? You know what I mean? And that's where we're at in that sense. So I don't know what going forward. I don't know what we should do with the word you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, okay. it's time to move on because this is not going to be the only incident we're going to be talking about going forward.
I appreciate
Strahan
sitting down with him.
Absolutely.
He did
quote
amazing.
unquote educating him in some sort of
great
sense.
job, Stray.
Absolutely.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Your boy, tell me he did a great job. All right, Kanye West held a bizarre listening party for his long-awaited album, Donda. The album is named after Kanye West's late mother, Donda, who died back in 2007. So 42,000 fans paid between $20 and $100 to attend the party in Atlanta. It was also live streamed on Apple Music, but get this, Kanye being Kanye showed up more than 2 hours late. He was wearing a full face mask but didn't say anything to the crowd. He apparently just moved around the floor while his music played over the speakers. At one point, Kanye appeared to get emotional during his song Love Unconditionally, where he raps about losing his family. So speaking of family, his ex Kim Kardashian was also there, along with their 4 kids. She posted this video from the event on Instagram, but as of the taping of the show, his new album is nowhere to be found on Apple Music, Spotify, or any other streaming platforms. It was supposed to drop at midnight. Now, the question I have is, did he give his family a heads up that he was going to be 2 hours late, or were they waiting with the rest of the people?
You should be honored by my lateness. My presence is a presence. Kiss my. He says it in his music. He lets y'all know in his music.
You kind of expect Kanye to be late,
in
right?
true Kanye fashion, absolutely. I mean, I remember when I was doing extra work on After Earth, the Will Smith movie, and he was telling the story. We were getting our haircuts, and he was telling the story about how when he was overseas in Japan, he was at a Run DMC concert. And I guess Run just put the microphone out, and they didn't have to rap. Everyone was singing the words verbatim. Kanye's on that level. I don't have to go sing. You're going to sing my words like they are in the song. I just have to show up, you know? And that's a level of greatness that I don't know, have we seen it since Mike?
I don't know, man. Listen, I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a big Kanye fan.
Chi-town.
But he's just an interesting character, man. I've always said this about Kanye, and I don't know. I think there's creative genius level and then insanity. And I think he walks that border. Yeah, I think that
the line is so close, and I think he's an amazing artist. He's incredible. He's one of the greatest of our generation in time. And I mean, I love that he didn't drop it. Why not? Now people are going to be even hungrier for it. We've seen these little snippets. We haven't seen his face. I think it was really sweet that he was crying. And if you listen to the lyrics of that song, they're very moving.
And
you know?
Jay-Z's on the album.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, they were beefing. Jay-Z's on the album, too.
I can't wait to hear it. But listen, being a father, I don't appreciate the lateness. I got things to do. I got kids to
You're
get home
going to go see Kanye. There's certain people.
I can't get a hotel
the babysitter
room.
by the hour.
Yeah, I can't get a hotel room for Kanye. Coming up on DBL, our interview with actor Emile Hirsch. Find out which A-list co-star he says is the funniest on set. And it looks like the sky-high heel trend is taking over. What? Stefan is telling us all about it in Fashion Fix Friday.
Oh, look at you.
Closed captioning provided by
Hi, DBL Nation. Happy Friday. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital team. I am here with my mug from Monarch Graphics. I finally got it. She sent us a bunch of mugs.
Oh, yeah.
Mine says Colorado, behind the scenes and everywhere in between, which is just perfect for me.
Cute.
So let's see y'all's mugs. This is from Monarch Graphics.
I've been using my mug.
This was like a year ago, Kelly.
Yeah, I know, but mine,
time.
because of the pandemic, I haven't been in the studio, so it's just been sitting there, so I finally got to open it.
So you have to explain what went on with Monarch Graphics yesterday.
Oh yes, so we actually got to meet her. She came and visited Al's house because she was actually going to come to the studio, but unfortunately we cannot have anyone come to the studio. So they actually flew to Denver and we got to meet her.
Where did she fly from?
Sacramento. Yep.
Oh,
so
Sac-town.
yeah, flew all the way from Sacramento, and yeah, this is a woman we've been talking to, Michelle, for a long time.
She made
and
all
yeah,
the
she
mugs.
made all the mugs, the Big Jeff mug. Yeah, so it's really exciting. Yeah,
It says Faith Family Football.
we got presents yesterday from her though.
Okay.
Oh, what did you get?
We got
You're late.
We got
Am I doing
a cool
this here at the
keychain,
desk?
this cool
Nice.
little portable charger, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this one
I don't
of
have to
those?
intro
Is this
it?
one of those portable chargers? And I was like,
Really?
yeah,
When did we start
Kelly,
doing that?
welcome to 2021.
I've
Been around for a while, yeah, but I
But
need one of those.
Thank you so much for the mugs and all.
Yes.
We love it when you all like DM us and you write, oh, I'm watching the show. Hey,
Yes.
greetings from like people in Toronto.
Instagram, Twitter,
and all. They
please
always
reach
hit
out
us
to us
up.
at any
Yeah.
point on
awesome.
social
Yeah.
media. Yeah, we like to hear where you're watching from.
And
Yeah,
how
let us
nice
know.
you got to meet like someone who literally got on a plane to come and visit. That's
I know,
crazy.
it was crazy. It was really crazy.
I mean, I know
so
she
thanks
wanted.
again, Michelle, for
They
coming
wanted to
to
come
visit.
see me, but I was a little busy, you know. But luckily my stand-ins could.
Standards.
Stand-ins?
My minions.
Hey,
could,
I got my own mug.
you
Okay,
too,
Brandon?
Yeah, you fancy.
Let me see
Put
your
the
mug. I
pinky out.
haven't
Put the
seen
pinky
It
out.
says behind the scenes and everywhere in between, because you know that's
You
me.
are behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks again, Michelle. Follow Monarch Graphics. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to DBL. I'm Stephanie Jones with the week's top style and trending news. Just how many Birkin bags does Cardi B have? Well, by the time you finish counting, she's probably already bought another one. And these shoes should just keep on walking if you actually can. In my What the Fashion moment of the week, it's Fashion Fix Friday. But first, 90s it girl Alicia Silverstone has summoned her famed alter ego Cher Horowitz once again, proving that clueless fashion is still fierce. You may recall she recently recreated an iconic scene from the movie with her son Bear. Well, over 20 years later, celebs like Irina Shayk, Cara Delevingne, Olivia Rodrigo in a pink version, and even Harry Styles cannot get enough of Cher's tweed ensemble. But Alicia has done it again in honor of the 26th anniversary of the film, if you can even believe that. This time, she and her son recreated the scene with that unforgettable little white dress.
What the hell is that?
A dress.
Says who?
Calvin Klein.
It looks like underwear.
I think Bear's oversized suit just stole the show this time, but Alicia, now 44, proves that good taste and well-styled tweed never goes out of style. Next, in case you were wondering how to spell Birkin, it's spelt with a capital Cardi B. The coveted Hermes Birkin bag, that is. So I think it's safe to say that the rapper has laid claim to the brand, and now the bags are as much a part of her brand as, well, she is. I lost count after 20, and just a quick reminder, these bags can cost anywhere from $60,000 to almost $250,000, like this rare camel colored cargo bag, which Cardi says she searched the world for and happily paid triple to make it her own. But the apple doesn't fall far from this money tree, because even Cardi's 2-year-old daughter Culture has the beginnings of her own Birkin collection thanks to her rapper dad Offset. I mean, they say they teach them young. One thing's for sure, I'll definitely tune into Cardi B's episode of Hoarders. And finally, speaking as someone who loves a good pair of heels, you won't find these in my collection. I'd like to keep my ankles unbroken, please. It's my What the Fashion moment of the week. Apparently, sky-high platform heels are having a moment, a clunky, oversized, impractical moment. Some shoes are meant for sitting, and in this case, I think for hiding underneath the table. But celebs like Florence Pugh, who stand at 5'4" barefoot, and insy-wincy tiny Ariana Grande chose bold, coloured outfits to match the even bolder shoe. And somehow, Lady Gaga, Jessica Simpson, Nicki Minaj, and her make these extreme platforms look easy. Just wait. Soon enough, we'll accessorize with designer casts and bandages when people roll over their ankles from these things. I mean, ouch. That's it for your Fashion Fix Friday. I'll see you around next time.
increases in COVID cases and hospitalizations has some health experts calling for the return of face masks. So will the CDC change its message on masks? Let's connect the dots. Back in May, vaccination rates were high and case counts were low. The Center for Disease Control declared it was safe for fully vaccinated people to toss their masks in most settings. We all know what happened next. Vaccine rates slowed down and the Delta variant hit hard. Health experts say the CDC decision was backed up by science, but unfortunately not human behavior. That led to unvaccinated and unmasked individuals fueling the spread of the contagious Delta variant. Now, White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci says fully vaccinated people might want to consider putting the mask back on. While the vaccines are effective, they don't offer 100% protection. Dr. Fauci says if the vaccinated want added protection, they can wear a mask indoors, especially in crowded places. Despite that new recommendation, experts say it's unlikely there will be a nationwide mask mandate because the pushback would be extreme. Instead, with 99.5% of all U.S. COVID deaths now being unvaccinated people, the focus will be on more people getting the shot.
Welcome back to DBL. Actor Emile Hirsch is best known for movies like Into the Wild and The Girl Next Door. And earlier, we spoke with him about his new movie, and we get the scoop on the Hollywood legends he's worked with. That's today's Chatting with the Stars.
Emile, welcome to DBL. So you're a busy man. Midnight in the Switchgrass isn't your only movie released this year. And on top of that, this spring you released an album. But I've heard you don't like actors who do music, even though that's exactly what you're doing. So what makes Emile the unicorn?
Well, I don't know that I am the unicorn. I just, you know, traditionally, whenever I hear an actor making an album or doing music, I listen to it and I usually don't like it.
I woke up falling yesterday.
But I always tell people, I'm like, you know, I like making music because I don't like actor music, and I do it despite that, like all the humiliation I'll put myself through it.
That's when you know you're really, really determined. All right, you've worked with some Hollywood legends like Sean Penn, Brad Pitt, Leo, we're super close, Leo DiCaprio, of course, and now Bruce Willis. Which is the funniest one on set? Like, which one do you just have the most fun with? And do you have any fun stories to spill?
Well, Leo is definitely the funniest.
Really?
He's absolutely hilarious. I mean, any of his comedic performances, like Wolf of Wall Street, he's absolutely hysterical, and he's got a great sense of humor. Yeah, that's hands down Leo's the funniest. That's not even close, I'd say.
And by Tori saying she's close with Leo, she means she saw him. I saw him like down the street once. So we were close in proximity, Emile. Come on now. Is there an actor though or actress you're dying to work with next? Is there someone you've always had on your bucket list?
I've always wanted to work with Meryl Streep. I know everybody says that, but I have. I saw her do a radio play that Charlie Kaufman wrote at UCLA probably like 12 years ago, and it was just so interesting, and I feel like she's like the best, so I think that would be a blast to work with Meryl Streep.
Well, actually, I am Meryl Streep. No, wow. Sorry, Emile. We apologize.
Okay, let's move on and talk about Midnight in the Switchgrass. So this movie is sure to have everyone on the edge of their seats. So what did you love most about your role in this film?
So my character is Byron Crawford. He's a homicide detective who's been trying to solve these unsolved murders.
Some people, they just think that the girls, you know, the hookers and the druggies, they got what they had coming.
What do you believe?
Hard luck in life don't make you any less of a human.
I just didn't want it to be like, you know, another, you know, chip on his shoulder atheist cop or something like that. I wanted you to really I wanted to get to the meat of what motivated this guy. So it really felt like a good versus evil kind of movie, you know?
And Emile, you seem very particular about the roles you choose, about your method of doing things. So how do you get into a role?
I've done it like every way. I've done, where I just show up and I make it up on the spot. Wow. And then I've done things where I'm sitting around researching forever and I feel like I'm, in a college course or something. I've tried it all ways, and I sort of enjoy not having any particular set system. It sort of makes it more fun for me.
Smart.
One of the last movies I did, I worked in Guatemala, and I wrapped this movie on a Saturday, and I flew on Sunday, and then I had another movie that I started on a Monday.
Oh, Lord.
And it was like, I was just like flying international, and then I landed and I did a wardrobe fitting. And then I show up on Monday, and Kate Bosworth's looking at me like, hi. And I'm like, hey, okay, action. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I have to say, I love that.
It sounds freeing, and I think now when viewers watch you in your roles, we can kind of see, wow, this is him completely improvising to a degree, which just speaks to your talent. So viewers, Midnight in the Switchgrass opens in theaters on demand and digital today. Emil, thank you so much for joining us. You'll have to come back one day. We'll be right back.
Yes. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, love. Bye.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Qualified from an Olympic event because of natural testosterone levels? Namibia's Olympic Committee announced 2 of its top female runners won't be allowed to run in the 400-meter race. One of those runners, Christine Mboma, has the fastest 400-meter time in the world so far this year. So let's verify. Can a person be disqualified from an Olympic event because of their natural testosterone levels? Our sources are World Athletics and Namibia's Olympic Committee. In 2018, World Athletics, the governing body that oversees international track and field competitions, lowered the threshold for an acceptable level of natural testosterone for women. The rule only applies to races between 400 meters and 1 mile. World Athletics says the rule is about, quote, leveling the playing field to ensure fair and meaningful competition, end quote. Although the 2 Namibian runners can't run in the 400-meter race, they also qualified for the 200-meter sprint. And because the testosterone rule doesn't apply to shorter races, they'll be allowed to compete. So we can verify, yes, a person can be disqualified from some Olympic events because of their natural testosterone levels. With your Fast Facts, I'm Ariane Till.
Verify exists to get you the facts, and there's no shortage of confusion when it comes to vaccines. So let's verify this viewer question. If scientists were able to create effective COVID-19 vaccines so quickly, can we create one for the common cold? Our sources are Dr. Linda Naba, an infectious diseases expert from the University of Pittsburgh, and the CDC. Right off the bat, our experts say this is false. Scientists won't be able to create a vaccine for the common cold, and one reason is that targeting the right virus can be difficult.
There isn't one particular virus or bacteria, one particular infectious disease particle that causes the common cold. It's really caused by an umbrella of different viruses.
The COVID-19 vaccine targets a specific virus, SARS-CoV-2. According to Dr. Naba, another reason is the common cold just isn't that deadly, which means researchers are less likely to dedicate time and resources to preventing it. With your Verify, I'm Matt Gregory.
Welcome back to DBL. There's a hidden heart problem that's claiming the lives of men, and it's happening at an alarming rate. We're chatting about it on DBL's Focus on Fitness, presented by QB. We all know if you want a healthy heart, you need to work out. So according to Men's Health, AFib is killing more Americans than ever before. It's a heart rhythm disorder that increases your risk of having a stroke or a heart attack. Statistically, the numbers are higher among black men. So what can be done about the silent killer? Of course, always check with your doctor, eat a heart-healthy diet, and exercise. Staying active is so important, and QB has made it easy regardless of physical ability or age. Try their under-desk elliptical at home. Call 1-800-782-2351 or visit QB.com to learn more.
I knew nothing about this. I used to have heart murmurs.
Did you really?
As kids. Yeah. Every time I would get a physical for football, I'd have to get the ultrasound.
Mine happened one time too, and it's really scared me, and it hasn't happened since. But yeah, got to stay on top of that. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you same time, same place on Monday.